Hi, everyone. I thought it would be really interesting for you guys to see the process of reupholstering for us here. And I'm going to share with you, these are a couple chairs that I had showed you guys a while ago. We were looking for fabrics. So now they're done. So to the left, you see Luca here. And these are the two chairs that we originally bought from a vintage shop. And this is the final product. So let's go through the process of how we decided on the fabrics and the look and the feel of everything. This was the original chair. Now, this chair is going in an entrance to the house in Hudson. The house is very historical and it's a very heavy home, meaning the design is heavy. It's British and Georgian and historical. So think heavy, dowdy, jewel tones. So I fell in love with this chair. And this fabric, of course, did not appeal to me at all. So I wanted to make it really interesting and fun since it is the entrance. And as Santiago always says, the entrance of a home is really like the cleavage of a home, as he calls it, which I like, kind of like that term. It's fun. So I didn't want people to enter the house and think of it as being dowdy because it could be because it's a stone home. So I wanted to lighten it up and give it a little bit of a fun, maybe modern appeal as well. And so I thought that if we do fun bits of color and mismatching just in a few areas, that could be nice. I would never do the entire house with so many colors and so many different patterns, but I thought for the entrance chair it would be really cool. So the fabric that we chose was these are all cottons. I never use anything animal based, as you know, only vegan materials, nothing derived from an animal, no suffering or tragedy in any of our spaces. So this is a beautiful cotton. These are also very, very high end luxury fabrics. People think that something has to be silk or wool or leather in order for it to be luxury, and that's just not true. So we chose these two fabrics, the fun stripe and this floral pattern, but yet everything works. The colors work. And on the back, I did the velvet, the poly velvet on the back, and I did what's called piping, just to add a little bit of detail. The piping on the perimeter is this fabric, is the floral fabric. So I thought that was a really nice detail because the chair, the back of the chair will be on the staircase. So when you're coming down the stairs, you see the back of the chair. It's all in the details. This was the before, and this is the after. Huge difference, no? I really love it. I think it's very warm and inviting, and I think it's one of the first things that someone sees when they walk into the house. And here's inspiration because we also, as designers, need to have inspiration. I saw this picture and I just fell in love with it. Now, this chair obviously looks very different from this chair, but this is sort of the layout that I want to do in the entrance. I have a beautiful small table and this chair, which would mimic this. But why I see that was my inspiration for this chair is that you see the different fabrics and patterns throughout this small space. You have a dark floor, you have these pinks and fuchsias, and yet you have burnt oranges and golds. So I thought it was very, very beautiful. And this is my interpretation. My chair on the right is my interpretation of the image on the left. And then there's one other chair I wanted to show you, which you guys had also seen. This was another beautiful chair on the left that I saw in a vintage shop. Now, I had to redo this whole chair because the cushions are in down, and I will not use down. It's a horrible industry. Please never believe in responsible down or wool. I'm always passing on my mission here. It's a horrible industry, and you don't want to bring that negativity into your home, especially if you love animals. So we redid this cushion, and I wanted to use these as two head chairs for the dining room, something a little different because these are the actual chairs that I'm doing for the dining room. There's 6 chairs, cane. So I thought the head chair should be different. But obviously, I want to change the fabric because this to me is really grandma fabric. So this is what I did. Very different. I wanted, again, this is another place that I wanted to add some whimsy and kind of lighten up the space and give it a fun feel as long as it's elegant. So I chose, there's actually 3 fabrics. We have the cushion, the back of the chair, and the back of the chair. So 3 different fabrics. None of them are silk or wool, all very high-end cottons and polys. And I think it looks just fantastic. I mean, look at the difference from this chair to this. And what was my inspiration for this chair? Well, it was actually this image. I just loved I love this space. I think it's so beautifully appointed and designed. And that was my inspo for this chair. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. And I would love to hear your comments if you actually like the final products and how they look.